Everybody wants to get a shot. Everybody raise their hand. This lucky guy's in. All right, let's hear what he has to say.
Thank you. And may I first say thank you for coming to speak with the Oxford Union this evening. It's a real pleasure. I'm a theology student myself, and I was wondering, how do you reconcile your conservative political views?
Say into the microphone.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile your conservative political views with the religious values of compassion and your own Jewish faith? And your stance on the Israeli-Palestine war?
I don't see why it's uncompassionate to call for the overthrow of Hamas, a terrorist group in the Gaza Strip, which has been oppressing its people and stealing billions of dollars from its own people. Ismail Haniyeh is living in a 5-star hotel in Qatar, while his people are living in absolute misery because of a war that he initiated by killing 1,500 people inside Israel proper and then taking 233 hostages. I don't see why that's non-compassionate. It seems to me that compassion also requires that you obliterate terrorist threats to your own population.
Okay. Okay, so remember your turn ahead.
That was quick.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
What about now? Okay, I'll speak up. I'll try my best. Hello, Ben. It's good to see you. I've been watching you since 2015. You started my conservative journey, and here we are. I saw, unfortunately, you had to bring some pretty gruesome photos, and I have to say, I hope those photos aren't real, and I have my doubts because recently you posted an AI-generated image of a charred infant corpse.
No, I didn't. That is a lie. That is untrue. It was not an AI photo. It was not an AI photo. It was distributed by the Israeli government and the Prime Minister of Israel. It was verified by the United States government. That fake community note that said that it was an AI-generated photo was in fact taken down by Twitter because it was a fake community note. That is unfortunately not an AI-generated photo. I wish it were. It was a baby obliterated beyond recognition because it had been burned to death.
So is it the word of the IDF in Israel versus the word of
No, actually, it's the photo. It's the actual camera footage taken by GoPro cameras by Hamas terrorists as they invaded Israel proper. I don't have to take Israel's word for it. A lot of this stuff was live streamed.
So, to what extent, as you're posting to social media, are you willing to make sure the information you're posting is accurate, to not exchange the truth for giving aid to Israel?
I'm certainly doing my damn best. And there's a lot of information flowing around. I'm doing my best on that one for sure. 100%. It is a lie that is an AI-generated photo. That is not true in any way, shape, or form. And it shows how it does show how we live in a very dangerous era where anybody can. I mean, this is happening on a routine basis. You're seeing, for example, some of the pictures. They're horrible pictures coming out from Gaza, and a huge number of those are, of course, absolutely real. You're also seeing people who are repurposing pictures that are taken from Syria and then saying those are happening in Gaza. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of information that's floating around that is hard to kind of lock down and verify. That picture is 100% real, unfortunately.
I sympathize with you because as AI gets more advanced, it becomes increasingly hard to discern information. So I know you bear a lot of
I mean, this is going to be a serious problem as time goes on. Seriously, like the flow of information is going to be more and more uncertain because of that. That I agree with on a general level.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Wow. Okay. As you saw, that was about the nicest interaction we've ever seen from not just one, but two students in a row. Usually the Ben Shapiro back and forths with students are nasty. Not because of Ben. If you notice, Ben Shapiro is just poised. He is locked in. He doesn't get emotional. He doesn't get his feelings hurt. He's locked in. And these two students came out swinging with not just left-wing woke garbage narishkeit. Not that. They came in with just misinformation, right? The idea that, the first guy was talking about compassion when dealing with a terrorist group who massacres and rapes and pillages. That's just kind of, who comes up with that? Insane. And then the second question about the AI image, that's a little bit more dangerous on some level, because if you guys recall, early on in the war, the Prime Minister of Israel shared a gruesome photo, and these anti-Israel people on Twitter were able to kind of manufacture a caption on Twitter saying that this is AI, blah, blah. It was so egregiously false that Twitter itself took it down, as Ben pointed out. And the crazy part is about this kid and his just kind of, I mean, is he uneducated or is he uninformed or is he lazy? I mean, he was respectful. I'll give him that. He wasn't like the first student who just had a meltdown from the previous video. He was respectful, and he actually seemed to take to heart what Ben said, and he said, listen, pal, not only was this verified, not only did Twitter agree, etc., but unfortunately for his argument, for your argument, the student, Hamas live streamed the attacks. There was just endless amounts of, unfortunately, gruesome footage. And this student, I mean, what news station is he watching? And that's the scary part. These kids, these uneducated kids, they have high IQs. I mean, we're Oxford Union, right? I guess you have to have a high IQ to be there, but the lack of education and information that is going into their brains is shocking. And I mean, thankfully Ben went in there and taught a few of these students, but it's just scary that these students could even think that that's something like that could happen. Anyways, what do you guys think in the comments? Tell us how you feel about these. This video was interesting because we had two respectful students, but the other videos in this series, they get pretty heated. So let us know how you feel in the comments, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. You don't want to miss our next video. It is a heater.